Who means more to you, your social media friends or your real life friends? And also, do you ever have friends on socials that you're like, I'll rather just keep you on socials? Inshallah, and that's a good segue because I wanted to move on to social media and like how people can actually make a career out of it, how people can, you know, start. Like, there's a lot of people that might be watching this and be like, you know, I want to start on YouTube, I want to start on TikTok, I want to start on Instagram. So I feel like my bro here, myself here, I think we've started on socials. He started way before me. I've really started the past year and a bit. So like, I want you to tell like your experiences of starting this social media, starting the journey, and how difficult it was in the beginning, but how much have you benefited from it since?
Definitely. So I can say like my YouTube subscribers, like I won't forget it in school. People come up to me like, oh my God, bro, you're a dead YouTuber. You only got like 10 subscribers. Why are you doing it for? Like, I still have it in my head. And my problem is, I have a thing where I want to prove everyone right. So I just want to come back to you in 10 years time. I don't care how long it takes. I'm very petty, and that's a good thing about me, but it's a bad thing about me. And I remember who was saying it to me in school, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna prove them wrong. And I just went, you know what? I need to feel confident in myself to do so, because it's a situation of, listen, you put yourself out there, you're going to take criticism, but you're also going to take good comments, and you just work on yourself like that. Like, because especially in the social media era now, it's so easy to say something negative to someone because they have like a profile picture that's not them.
That's not them, yeah. Their name is not theirs.
Exactly. So sometimes like I'll read comments as like, I'll be real, 1 or 2 times it might get to me. I might be like, this guy. I might be like that, but other times I'm just like, I don't really care. But, like, I'm so confident in myself that these comments, like, I'm a good looking guy. I'm tall. Alhamdulillah. Like I'm
looking.
And like my parents, they instilled it into me that if you work hard, you're going to achieve everything that you want. So I'm not going to let someone that has a negative comment try to like spin me in another direction. So I feel that it's part and parcel. Like, you have to have some sort of innate confidence, which helped me, because even when I was a kid, I loved to be on camera. I'd be recording my own vlogs. Even before YouTube started, I'd be recording a vlog, or I'd be watching videos about vlogs. So you always have to find your lane. That's something that's really big. Like, mine was football. I stumbled across it. But some people, it could be makeup. Some people, it could be, I don't know, vlogging. Some people, it could be cooking. Whatever it is, you find your own lane and you stick to it. Because I was always of the idea that once you specialize in one thing, or once you specialize in one type of video, people are always going to come back to it. So, for example, Chunks. Let's talk about Chunks, for example. Big inspiration to all of us, yeah?
Of course.
Chunks' videos, we know what we're coming for. It's going to be entertainment. We're going to laugh.
His personality, you know?
Yeah, we're going to forget about what's going on for 12 minutes. We're going to watch them laugh. And it's fun. And that's what we know, what we get from them. But when it's a video where you're like, okay, so hey guys, today I'm coming with a cooking tutorial, and then tomorrow is like, hey guys, it's a makeup tutorial. Oh, hey guys, like, of course people are coming back for you for your entertainment, but I think it's also a case of like, once you know what you like, the video is going to be even better because you know what you're going to make. You know you're going to enjoy making the content as well. 100%. So it's a really, like, a big thing is just believing in yourself and saying, my content is amazing, and producing stuff that you also want to watch as well. Because I know on TikTok right now, every video that I make and every single video that I plan out, if I was watching myself and I didn't know, obviously it was me, I'll be like, oh my God, my video is great. And it's not to like to toot my own horn, but I genuinely love the videos.
Toot it sometimes. I realized as well, I realized, like, when you're humble, like, of course that's the best, isn't it? Like, when you're humble, you know me, people will tend to gravitate to you more because sometimes they don't like the arrogant person. But you know what, yeah? Sometimes when you've done good, celebrate your goods, innit? Like,
I know. And like, alhamdulillah, it's like 2021, I have a lot to be proud of.
Exactly. So be proud.
But like, All right, let me start. You got me in a mode. I got a first class degree. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I got a grad job.
Come
yeah,
on.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I got to do a lot of stuff. I got to work with really big companies.
Exactly.
In terms of making content. So
is that the one that starts with a C?
What, Copper 90?
Oh,
yeah.
Again, there you go, man.
Nah, but
the Club Remedy X Copper 90 happened, man. I'm telling you.
But nah, I'm like, in all seriousness, I think like the videos that I make, I really enjoy them. And if you enjoy the videos that you make, even if no one else watches them, you're going to enjoy them.
Exactly.
So how can you go wrong?
Exactly. That's you. I think one thing that I've realised in the past year, because this year was the 1 year since I started YouTube, innit? So I started YouTube in 2020 lockdown, and I thought, you know what, I like recording, and one thing that I also like, I like to have things documented so I can watch. So that one thing my parents were big on when I was younger was take a lot of pictures of me, take a lot of videos of me, so then when you get older you can look back at this was a childhood, this was you growing up, this is you playing football, this is you, here's your birthday, like, you know, like just I can see stuff happening throughout a span of years. And I thought with me, I've like, honestly speaking, I started YouTube because I knew there's going to be a lot of things that will change my life in the coming years, especially with America, life after America, like all that stuff as well. I thought, you know what, what better way to do it what better way to start YouTube and start my life, my 20s basically, and have, when I get older, look back at what I've done, is to start YouTube. Like, that's the best thing for me to do. And then I thought, you know what, one thing that I'm certified at is waffling. So I thought, you know what, let me start a podcast, let me bring my boys on it, let me bring my peoples on it, and take it from there and just see what happens. Like, for me, honestly, like, sometimes when there's nothing to watch on YouTube, I'll go watch an episode of myself and whoever I've brought on that day. I'll watch it. Like, fam, you know how many times I've rewatched the Name Me a Black Cam video? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, fam. Like, I enjoy them videos. Like, people have to remember, like, I enjoy doing this. Like, okay, cool, I don't have the most subscribers. Cool, I'm not a big person, but it's like, I enjoy what I'm doing it. So it's like, I want to... and also, it keeps me going, it keeps me motivated, it keeps me busy, it makes me have a routine. Like, today, I'm pissed off with myself because I was a bit late, you know? I don't normally do this. Like, it gets you patterned up, and it's like, eventually people gravitate towards me and gravitate towards us, and like, people call us for different jobs. Like, you got your collab, I want to get a collab with my people too, whoever I want in the future, inshallah. I want things to happen, and I think also the type of guest this sofa is going to be legendary. I want people to know, you know, like Ellen, everyone's on that chair. I want people to come to my sofa, you know? You know, like, go on. I was
just going to say, like, a big thing as well, let's say you want to work with people. I think especially people from London, what I've noticed with people from London is that they don't like asking for shit. They don't like asking people for stuff. And I'm like, why not? Because what's the worst they're going to say? No? Yeah. How do you think I got with Copper 90? I asked them. Yeah. And then they said, blah, blah, blah. But then they got back to me and they were like, you know what? Let's do something. Okay. And like, whoever you want, like, even if you go send them a DM and they don't reply, okay, you move on to the next one. Okay, they don't work, you move on to the next one. Like, get that fear of rejection out of your head, because the way I got it is because I got rejected from too many jobs. Thank you for applying, but unfortunately you've not been successful. We're going to keep your records in for 1 year for GDPR. But like, you know how many times I've heard that? Like, you just get used to it after a while. So you just get used to it after a while. So you're just like, you know what? What's the worst they can say? No? Okay, it wasn't written for you.
I think sometimes it's people's pride as well.
That's like, a big thing as well.
I think sometimes when someone says no, it's like, oh, you said no. Alright, cool. I'm not like, don't chat to me again. Because like, I'll be real, one thing that listen, this is something that I need to work on myself, Once someone says no to me, I'm like, swear down, interesting. And if they ever come back, I'm like, but you said no then. What's changed now? Oh, because life's changed. You're gonna come back to me. Interesting. Because I feel like sometimes, like, someone's behavior towards me determines a lot of things. So like, if let's say, like, sometimes I know it's business, like, oh, you don't have the subscribers or the following to do a collab, for example, or to feature somewhere. I can get that. And once I build my platform and build a space for people to enjoy and embrace and whatever, then you can come back to me and say, oh, you know, I can go back to them and say, oh, you know what, look what I've done.
Yeah.
Is it my turn yet? But I feel like with me, I'll be real. Like, I remember I think it was a few months ago, I messaged a podcast group and I asked, like, listen, I think I'll be a great person to talk with. I've got a few things that I might want to talk about, especially moving abroad for uni and life in general. Like, I think Yemi would, like, are you guys down to come to my platform first, or do you want me to come to yours? And one of them replied and was like, you know what, bro, I can't lie, Yemi, it's not that thing. And I was like, all right, cool. And I thought, since then, I need to start grafting. I need to put my work in. And like, I don't know, if they ever come back to me and say, yo, we want you back on, how am I gonna feel? Like, I just feel some type of way sometimes. I don't know.
It's two different things, because one, obviously you can take it in that way, but you can just be like, you know what, maybe they just didn't want you at that moment. And it's not maybe a case of, like, let's say you get more clout, for example, you get more subscribers, then they might want to hear from you. But it's about your interaction. Like, if they were respectful about it, yeah, sure, why not? But if they were condescending about it, then it's a case of like, all right, cool, I don't need you. But one thing that I have to like say to everyone is, especially to like bigger YouTubers as well, like Harry Panero, Chunks, Philly, like, they all, like, you're always working on other people's stuff, but you're never working on yourself, like in terms of like your own content. And I think that why that is so big is because with more content for yourself comes more leverage, and leverage is so important because you can demand what you want from certain times. So if you keep working on your stuff, when, like, for example, brands want to work with you, you could be like, all right, I want this amount of money, I want to do this, I want to do this, because they're coming to you now. And when you can demand certain things from people, that's when you know, okay, I'm here. But that only comes when you build your own platform, because
that's why, you know, that's why I rate the Sidemen. They've worked on the Sidemen brand for so long, and now they've got one of the biggest leverage. Like, they're the biggest group in the UK. And it's like, an example is Beta Squad, and I look at them and they do a lot of things for other channels and stuff like that, and not for their own channel. I was watching, what was I watching the other day? I was watching Chucky and AJ talk on the duffel bag on JD's channel, and AJ was like, oh, like, we didn't plan to start contract issues and stuff like that. And I think with them, if it was like, if they made it more clear to the people that, oh, like, we're not going to be uploading for a while due to X, Y, and Z maybe, then people might have understood it. But a lot of fans, like, when I see the comments after videos, they're like, oh, why is no one ever uploading on the Beta Squad channel? They always, like, Sharky would say, this challenge with Beta Squad. And it's like, what about the actual channel that you guys have? And it's like, the Sidemen, when's the last time you saw the Sidemen work on a brand on their channel? You get me? They don't. Everything that's on the Sidemen channel is their work. And if it's anything, if if they're working with brands, it's on their individual channels. You get it? So it gives them better legend. Like, they released, I think, a new food restaurant chain. They released alcohol. They released their merch. Their merch has been going on for time. So I think for them, like, I think that's a good blueprint to look at and be like, if you work on yourself, a lot of things will come. It might take longer, but the long-term gains are evident to see. You know, we can literally go off by them.
Yeah, that's true. So, like, once again, like, work on your own stuff. Like, even if you're starting, work on your own stuff and then start reaching out to different people, because then you can demand. And that is one of the most important things, because once you can set your own expectations and regulations for other people, then you don't have to work to their time. You don't have to you don't have to say, all right, we only want you for 10 seconds. And like, why am I coming all the way here for 10 seconds of content? Like, I want to be here for longer. Like, for example, let's use an example. So at that point, you have to be like, I'm worth more than this, and my content is worth more than this. So that's why I'm like, to all these bigger YouTubers, do your own stuff. Like, we miss you on your channels, bro. Keep doing it. And I get it, because you know, when you go into all these brand shoots, everything is there for you. You don't have to edit. You don't have to plan.
It's easier.
It's so easy. You just have to turn up. The cab is already paid for too. but you get more satisfaction and more reward from doing your own stuff. And that's what is so important. So anyone that's starting, please just focus on your own stuff and then start branching out, because then you can demand, and once you're able to demand, you're in a great position.
Exactly. And I think one thing that I noticed when it comes to like building your own space and building your own platform or whatever, like, let me use this podcast as an example. If someone says we want to advertise on this podcast, then there's a slot you can say. Or if someone wants to take ownership of the podcast, for example, they can. There's you have the audio, then you have the visuals and audio, then you have the visuals only. If you want green screen behind us for your ad to be there, that's cost. Like, there's many ways to monetize off your thing. You don't say like you don't look at a business plan and say, here's my whole business. You try to keep as much as you can without giving away too much, whatever.
No, you don't want to give anything away. That's what you have to work with.
But some people are on that vibe. Some people are on that vibe of like,
they just want money.
They just want money out of it. You get it? Whereas like, the way I look at it is like, this is my space. This is for me to do. This is like, when I edit these podcasts, it's not hard to edit. It's just crop here, crop there, and slap the intro in the beginning, slap the preview in the beginning, and just upload. It's so easy. But I think once you're consistent with it, then it may seem time consuming because you're always uploading. That means you're always having to edit. But these people, fam, you see Chunks and the Bait Squad boys or whatever, they all have individual editors. So they're not even editing their own video like that. You get me? The only big person that I know that edits his own videos to this day is AJ3. All his squad builder showdowns are edited by him, but it's because he chooses it and he likes it like that. So I think for people, it's whatever they like and whatever suits them in it. And I just wish, honestly, that the bigger YouTubers are recording on their own platforms because it makes the UK space bigger. Like, I understand that, for example, it helps their exposure. Like, a lot more new people will see their content or see them as a person. And if you're known by everyone, that means you have a better chances at awards. You have a better chances for being nominated for stuff. You have a better chances to be called up to somewhere like big. Like, but at the same time, the UK like space in general is kind of down because everyone's giving themselves away. Like, look at America. All the big influencers or social media people, they have their own space that is booming, and then once it's booming, they give themselves to like, let me do a shoot there from time to time, but 90% of their content is on their page
stuff.
So
that's something that's super big. So I think the takeaways that you can think about from this is that recording your own stuff, don't think of it as like, I have to record. Think of it as a privilege, because you're putting another part of your personality out there. Like, I sound very cliche and I sound very cringe right now, but you're putting another part of your personality out there for people to see. And when you start becoming more consistent with it, you're going to look at it like, just got to put out a video, just got to do this, got to do that, and then you'll grow. Because I realize, especially on TikTok as well, it's so easy to grow on TikTok.
It is.
You just post a couple of videos, it bangs.
And if you know the TikTok algorithm, like, for example, to post at least one or two, like two or three videos, one of them will do well. If you follow the trending sounds, that will do well.
You know what's crazy? I don't do any of that.
No, but you do your football content, so people come to you.
I know, but like but I have a specific time that I need to post. It's usually like 6 p.m. That's when I usually post my TikToks, because that's when they usually kind of do well. So TikTok, please stop shadow banning my video, bro. I'm trying to upload it. God.
So I think one thing that I want people to take away from this is that social media is for everyone. Like, don't think, there's a lot of people doing recordings for like podcasts. There's a lot of people that are on YouTube. There's a lot of people that do makeup tutorials. There's a lot of people that do football content. Like, don't think that it's so saturated. No, trust me. There's loads of people that watch. There's loads of people that, let's say for example, like they do makeup tutorials in one way. You can do it in another way. Like, there's space for everyone. So I think once people get the idea of and the motivation that you're like, if you come onto the space and come into the industry, there's no space for you. Once you get that habit out of your head, you'll see you grow. You'll see your opportunities prosper, and you'll see a lot more good. And I think it will help the UK in general when there's loads more options. There's loads more things for the viewer to see. There's loads more things that, like, for example, if you only had like 1 or 2 shops, for example, will be forced to only buy from one of those 2 places. Like, the more options you have, the more of a variety you can go. Like, one day I go Tesco, next day I go Lidl, other day I can go Aldi, go Sainsbury's. There's a lot more. There's a lot of options. So I think I want people to understand that if you want to do your own thing, do your own thing. Like, people will support you. Like, people will like you. And also, don't look at one negative comment when you have like 20 good comments.
Yeah,
like,
that's what people do.
Yeah, don't focus on that negative comment. Focus on the other 20 people that have been gassing your shit up. You know, like, I don't understand. You know, like,
that's such a good point, because there's a fine line between, like, there could, like, that negative comment could just completely ruin someone's day.
Exactly.
And they could just completely, like, go into, oh man, they said my hair wasn't looking nice, or like, and you, like, everyone deals with it in their own way, but you have to look at it like they took time out of their day to comment on your stuff. You're getting more views like that. So that's how you have to think of it.
And you also have to think they spend their seconds, their time, their energy to type up a negative comment, and then thought about it and then press send.
Yeah, like
that means they care about you more. That means
that they have a problem.
Exactly. Like, it's not your issue. Trust me.
You know. There was this, like, I had this TikTok comment that I won't, like.
Go on.
This guy was like, go back to Sudan. Do you know how funny that is? Go back to Sudan.
What the hell?
Like, how angry must you have been to go back to Sudan?
I feel good now.
Yeah, you know.
Nah.
Don't get me started on I hate comments, man. It just gets funny after a while, man. You just have to firm it sometimes.
Yeah. I think it's part and parcel with it. Like, not everyone will like you. Someone will find something that, it could be the shade of your cheeks. Like, they'll find a reason to not like you.
I don't like the shade of his cheeks. Well, actually, no, that came out kind of sus. Hey, yo. I was trying to send him hate.
Nah, but I'm using that. I'm clipping that shit.
You know what? I always hear this stupid comment. I remember one of the videos, I must have said something. And you clipped it.
Which one?
Like, it was me, you, and Marley Man or something. I must have said something stupid.
Oh, maybe. I forgot, man.
But I just remember, I was like, oh.
Yeah, Marley Man got clipped as well. Don't listen, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hold that one, man.
Yeah, okay. Sticking on social media, I wanted to talk about social media friends and real life friends. Like, who means more to you? And trust me. That's the question, because I'll explain why in a minute. Who means more to you, your social media friends or your real life friends? And also, do you ever have friends on socials that you're like, I'll rather just keep you on socials?
Yeah, for sure. A lot like that. I think when it comes to your real friends, their opinion matters a lot more because they're your actual friends and they like you before all the social media stuff. The social media friends are good because you guys can form a community, you guys can grow together, and then they can eventually become your real friends. But your social media friends are just your social media friends. And you don't ever want to, like, overshare to them because you don't actually know them as people.
Yeah, you know them off the internet.
Exactly. They're just your social media friends. And your real life friends, obviously, like, they knew you, they actually like you, and you can share stuff with them. So it's a big balance, because on one hand, everyone can think, bro, this guy I met on social media is my best friend. But he's not. We just made, like, we just had a mutual connection and we built from that on socials. But I've not spent a day with them. I've not, I don't know, traveled with them. Do you get what I mean? Okay,
so can someone from socials become a real friend, a real life friend, and then eventually get to, like, very close status?
Oh, absolutely. But it takes a while for that, because I'm not very trusting with people. Like, I take a while to, like, I'll be your boy, like, it's cool, but I keep a very big distance on everyone around me. So it's kind of bad, but I like it like that. But
works for you.
Yeah, it works for me. But, like, it will take a while because I can't just be like, all right, I met you. Yeah, so here's my passport. Yeah, I know you like that. This is where my parents will go. Like, it takes a while to get to that level, but don't get me wrong, it can actually happen easily.
Nah, because the reason I asked is because I had this conversation with my private story the other day. I think it was the other day, it was a few weeks ago. And I said, like, you guys I've never met before, like, some people I have on socials that are good friends with me, they're actually great friends. Maybe it's because they're in another part of the world. Maybe it's because actually seeing them is even harder. Like, you know me, like, it's really hard. Like, if someone's from Australia, I can't just catch a flight to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was chatting to him, like, who like, if you was to rank like your close circle, and when I say close circle, I want you to include like your top 3 social media friends, for example, and say like, where would they rank? Would it be a mixture of real life social? Will it be real life, social, or will it be social, real life?
No, it'll just be real life, honestly.
And then it'll just be social.
I think the socials will come afterwards, because like, with all due respect, if you know me from social media, nice, but you don't actually know me as a person. You don't actually know. Like, what if I just like rob you? What if I do that? Like, I won't, but what if I do?
Nah, I don't know.
Like,
man.
they don't know me. They don't know my character. Like, they know like the type of content I make. Like, they might say, "Oh, he's a nice guy," but yeah.
Well, okay, so like, you know when you go to like recordings, for example, you do shoots, like, would you ever get close to someone after? Potentially.
I mean, yeah, like, it just really depends on the way we react and we bounce off each other. If I just bounce off you straight away, then obviously I'm more inclined to have, you know what, let's go for a meal, or let's do this, or let's do that. But it just has to take time. Like, the connect, like, it's very hard to explain. Like, you see, the vibe is there or it's not there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I just wish like some people understand their place, and sometimes you might not want to be seen. I don't want to see you sometimes. So you just want to be on socials.
Exactly.
Just stay there.
Honestly.
Yeah, and I think it's actually better if you have separation of real life and socials, because I feel like sometimes if you mix the 2 groups together, it can get a bit messy. So
wait, people do that?
Some people.
I hate mixing friends.
You know, some people mix. Yeah, you know me. I have friends for football, friends for going out, friends like my main circle. I have separate. Like, they're all separate. They don't know each other. But there's people out here mixing. Like, I know a lot of people that mix friends, and I'm like, right.
That is awful.
Yeah, man. Listen. You do you, innit?
Because then I'm being used as like a translator. Like, oh my god, basically, yeah. Oh, what'd you say? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, like, you're trying to like bridge a gap, and you're not a translator. Nah, and you like, you have 2 different sets of humors. Like, you'll say one thing to a group of people, they'll laugh. You say the same exact thing to they'll just look at you funny.
Yeah, man. I don't know. You know what? Yeah. To wrap up today. Yeah. I've got some quick fire questions I want to shoot at you. All right. So you ready?
Let's go.
So the first one is: would you rather go through the labor process instead of your wife, or have your period until you're 50?
I'd rather go through the labor process instead of my wife.
Really? For all births?
For all births.
So let's
but she doesn't get her period.
Huh? No, she's as normal as she is, but she just doesn't get pregnant. And she doesn't go through.
I would get pregnant.
You would get pregnant. But the other option is you have a period until you're 50, and she doesn't have no period.
But she still goes through the labor process.
Yeah, she still goes through the labor process.
I mean, it's the same, no?
No. Apparently, a girl told me to ask that on your pod.
You know what? I'd rather go through the labor process.
Okay, fair.
Because you know what? Like, seeing your wife like that, I can't do it. Like, she's just in so much pain, and you're just so helpless.
At least that one time of the month, it's like, we get it. Like, it's been going on for years, even before you met me. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Second question: would you rather have your camera exposed or your messages?
You can expose both. Like, mine's very empty, but probably my camera roll.
Camera, okay. For me, be my messages. I can't lie.
Okay.
Okay. You are banned from saying the following thing for the rest of your life. What will you choose? Yes or no?
I'm banned.
Yeah, you can't say this. You can't say yes or you can't say no for the rest of your life.
That's a hard one. You know what? I'm gonna say no to everything.
Really?
Yeah. Because if I say yes to a lot of stuff, I could end up in crazy situation. If I say no to every single thing, I'll still be hit.
So you say no to everything?
Everything. Like I know. Do you want to become billionaire? No.
Here's my answer.
Uh-huh.
I'll choose your answer, but my reasoning is totally different.
Okay.
Because there's a lot more ways to say yes than there is to say no.
Are you talking about the physical word?
Yeah, you can't say no. You can't say yes.
Oh, yeah, no. No's the easiest one. Yeah, I'll say no. I thought you meant like, okay, cool.
No, what do you mean? How else did you think of it?
I thought it was like, you either have to accept everything or reject everything.
You know, that's what you know what? I'll change that. I'll change that.
That's the way, yeah.
Okay, I'll change that. All right.
That's why when I said I reject everything, I'll still be in the same position that I am now. Because if I say no to everything...
So you don't want to progress?
No, but I can still progress.
How?
Because I can do it out my own back. I can say, I'm going to do this. And they can say yes.
This is why you got the first. I'm for real. All right, next one. Would you rather read minds or be invisible?
Read minds.
Same. Would you rather owe money or owe a favor?
Owe money.
Why?
I don't know, a favor can be long.
True.
I'd rather owe money because I can just send it quick.
Okay, cool.
Just depends on how much. Because
Money man,
I'm not a man of luxury.
Hey, money man, gals hit him up.
Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone.
I'll put socials right there. So
Leave me alone.
Nah, man, he likes that. Go to war or go to jail?
That's a hard one. How long am I going to jail for?
The same amount of time we go for war.
What would you do?
What would I do? Go jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say jail.
I'll go jail.
Yeah.
I'm not going war.
Yeah, wars. I don't care about. Like, what am I going to war for? If it's for Islam, cool.
Oh no, I was just World War III, for example, and they're like, you're overage, come.
I'm locked up. Get me to jail, bro.
Alright, would you rather be the best looking or the best dressed?
Best dressed.
Perfect. Same. Would you rather have more money or more time?
More time.
Ooh, okay. I would have said time too, but I've heard
because I can make more money in that time.
Good answer. A lot of people said more money because they don't want to get to like 80 and not be able to take care of themselves.
That's true. Because I can die at any moment. Yeah, let's go time.
All right, cool. Would you rather travel back to the past or any time in the future?
Future. Because I already know what happened in the past.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's do like two or three more.
Would you rather lose all your money or lose all your memories?
Lose all my money.
Okay. Would you rather have immeasurable?
Because I'm broke.
No, niggas balling.
No, I'm not.
Would you rather have immeasurable success or marry the love of your life? And you can't do both.
But marrying the love of my life is success.
No. Yeah, it is. But I mean, like, immeasurable. So, like, for example, your TikTok does incredible. Your YouTube, incredible. Your career, incredible. Everything incredible. But the person you marry won't be the love of your life.
No, I choose the love of my life.
Look at you.
Nah, I choose the love because I don't really care about this world. I'm here for the hereafter. And the love of my life.
Completely. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Would you rather explore the sea or explore space?
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't want to explore either. Let's go space. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer space. The sea, what am I going to see? Like a 20 foot?
No way.
I prefer space.
Right. Okay.
Planets like I'm more interested in than like sea urchins.
Yeah.
The
last one. Yeah. This is the last question that's going to wrap up today.
Go on.
It's the 2034 World Cup in England. Somalia makes it to the final at Wembley, and you manage to patent tickets for the game. Meanwhile, your wife's in labour and expected to give birth on the day of the final. What are you doing?
Oh man, that's a hard one. Nah, I don't want to be killed. I'm gonna say I'm going to the label.
Nah, I'm going to the game.
I'm
What?
going to the label.
You don't know.
What if she dies?
Huh?
What if she dies?
Tell me your real answer.
No, honestly, no. I swear down, labor is such a crazy thing. I'll actually go to I'll go to my wife's label because she can die from it. I don't want to I don't want to be in a situation where she's like
Somalia's first ever.
it's fine. I can watch it on my phone. I can still feel the same happiness. But I don't want to. I don't want to be
pattern tickets like.
Then I'll sell it. Then I'll sell it. I don't want to be in a position where my wife is gonna die from labor.
You're saying the fluky correct answer here.
No, literally no, but I'm like I'll say this anyway. I'd say this anyway.
I'm going to game back. Are you dumb?
Yeah.
But that's a good way to wrap up, man. Listen, you know what? Everyone liked, well, my private story liked your outros. So I think it's only right. You know, Remedy, whilst we have him here.
What did they say?
Bro, they loved it, man. Oh, he's so good. He's so like precise and everything. I'm like, rah. All right, cool. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Okay, thank you for locking in with Vibe with Monty. I've been Remedy. He's been Monty. Let us know what you guys want to see next down in the comments below. Leave a like, share, subscribe, put it on all your Instagram socials, and we'll be here soon. We'll take care.
Take care, my people.
Assalamu alaikum.